Hey guys! So, long time no see. I have been dealing with a lot of personal stuff and I'm trying to get things in order for myself, and I will be getting back into things in the very near future. And I know I keep saying that, but this time I'm serious. Believe me if you want, don't believe me if you don't want, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so my 30th birthday is coming up. And yeah, I know, I'm 30, or I'll be 30 years old. I'm old. But anyway, so I decided that this month I will be watching movies from my birth year. I'll be watching 30 movies that are now 30 years old, or will be 30 years old within the year. And it'll lead up to the day of my birthday. So I have done 10 so far. And I will tell you about what I watched and a little bit about what I thought. The first movie I watched this month was Sid and Nancy, which is about Sid Vicious and his Nancy girlfriend lady and their life together and decline together. And I always liked that movie. I've only seen it once before, I think, even though I own it, but I enjoy the music in it. I enjoy pretty much everything about it, so that was a really good way to start off the month. The second movie I watched was Labyrinth, and of course I've seen Labyrinth before. I own that one as well, and there's really nothing new to say about Labyrinth. I enjoy watching it. It's a fun movie. And the third movie I watched this month on the 22nd was Stand By Me. And I have like a love-hate relationship with Stand By Me. On one hand, it's a good story and a good movie, but I really hate the narration. The narration in it just annoys me. So I would much prefer it if it just did not have a narrator. And the fourth movie I watched was The Karate Kid Part 2, and I have loved The Karate Kid since I was a kid. And so I own the boxed set of those movies. So I watched The Karate Kid Part 2, and The Karate Kid Part 2 is not my favorite of the series. I prefer the first and the third one. But it's still enjoyable. It's just got too much romance for me. And then I watched Little Shop of Horrors. That is also 30 years old this year. And that's always fun because I like to sing along to it. Then I watched Highlander, which at this point in my marathon, I'm starting to feel a little like I don't want to watch movies. So I kind of half watched it. I have seen it before, and I do like the movie, but this time I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to it because I wasn't really in the mood to watch a movie. And then I watched 9.5 Weeks, and going into 9.5 Weeks, I did not know what it was. I kind of knew what it was, but I didn't really have any knowledge of the movie beforehand, aside from a friend recommended it to me. And then I watched it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what everyone says you should watch instead of 50 Shades of Grey. And we get into the first sex scene and I'm like, this movie is not for me. So I didn't like that one at all. And then I watched Pretty in Pink on the 27th, which I own that movie as well, and I really liked it when I was growing up, and my sister and I are always singing that one song. I don't even remember the lyrics now, but it's like our song with my sister, which I know that sounds really fucked up, but whatever. But I still like the movie, but I don't like that it has this message of people should go normal. As you can tell, I'm not a normal person, and I do not advocate normalcy unless that is what makes you happy. I don't know, it's very strange. I don't like things where everyone says, oh, you have to go normal to be happy. I'm like, no, you don't. And then I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and this, I thought I had seen it before because I own it, and it was opened. So I might have watched it before, but I don't remember any of it. But I do now, and that's an awful movie. Wow. Some of those things, it doesn't even make a lot of sense. It was just, that's a movie. Yeah, okay. And then last night on the 29th of July, I watched Gothic, which Gothic was directed by Ken Russell, and it's a good movie about Mary Shelley and Byron and all of them and the creation of the Frankenstein story. And it's just, I don't know, it's okay. I have a really bad copy of it, so it's kind of hard to watch that way, but in the future I would like to get a better copy of it and see if I like it better. Anyway, those are the 10 movies I've watched so far for my 30 to 30 movie marathon, and I have a list of all of the movies that I will be watching, with some changes possibly depending on how available certain movies are. I will put that on here. And yes, if you think there's a movie I should watch instead of something that also came out in 1986, feel free to comment below and I will do that. And I will see you after the next 10, and maybe before then for something else. Okay, later. Bye!